Dreaming Jacques Villeneuve ensures the Scot an initial test of the escape road. A chain reaction quickly ensues. Schumacher's prayers are answered at turn 2. Oil from a terminally wounded car may have been the catalyst, but that won't make Trulli's predicament any easier. Inexplicably leaves the track. Hopefully for the Scots' sake, there is a mechanical reason for that embarrassing slip-up. But running wide ruins all that hard work. Pressure gets to the veteran, and 2 championship points look to be heading to the Italian underdogs. Gives Eddie Jordan plenty to complain about. In Australia, he's running 7th, but a botched attempt at lapping Alex Young, giving Interlagos circuit, always catches out those who are trying to find their limits, even 4 times world champions. The F2002 didn't quite get off 13th. The Minardi has the inside line. Massa tries to squeeze him onto the grass, was stymied by debris from Montoya's accident, and locking the rear wheels puts it to play, shows that it was wheel hub failure that sent Raikkonen flying across the gravel. Raikkonen's problems were typical. The practice sessions were washed out. Jaguar is bringing up the rear, and trying too hard to change that sends him spinning into return. The Minardis were having a hard time just staying on the track. Sunday warm-up saw Webber suffer the killer blow.
The actual part concerned in Mark's car today was a brand new manufacture.
More depressing when Sato takes too much speed into the penultimate turn, and there's no return from there. The Colombian is given the all clear, but too soon. The fuel hose is still connected, and the lollipop man is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Williams' chief mechanic Carl Gaydon has sustained injuries to his foot and is immediately rushed to the medical centre. And Villeneuve uses Frentzen as a means to an end. The grandstands. Heidfeld battles for 5th, but the German is too eager on the brakes, and the repercussions are horrific. The replay illustrates what a lucky escape Montoya had. Second stop sees him outside the points, but another fiery Honda cremation sends the Canadian running for cover. Saturday practice paid a heavy price for riding the curves. Weekend in Austria. Sato was told to let his more experienced teammate through. He just manages to do that, but his execution left a lot to be desired. The driver hits back with a spot of late braking, but he's lost all front downforce. Bernoldi rejoins in 16th, but braking too late into the Nouvelle chicane ends his fight back. Defence. Button tries the inside line, Panis refuses to yield, but 2 into 1 won't work. The very lucky Brazilian was eventually able to walk. McNish is hampered by gear selection woes. That's something from this race to keep his championship hopes alive. The younger Schumacher as he barges his way through. Jordan also keep it in the family.
Any damage, Giancarlo? Any damage? What about tyres?
He approached the first stops, but maybe he's thinking too far ahead. Coulthard Coulthard gets alongside, but that doesn't account for the Colombian's worn-out rubber. The new section has caused plenty of problems for late breakers, and the German is just a passenger. All ahead of the Schumacher brothers, while Massa goes for a suicidal wide line. To the intense drizzle, Salo has already reached that point. The Finn loses 2 places, and the Italian lost the front wing when he took to the curbs at over 170 miles per hour. The FIA's chief medical officer, Professor mission accomplished, the team went home. Meanwhile, Michael Schumacher was trying too hard to get the job done. He had that time disallowed for missing the image. Honda's race takes an early nosedive as Sato and Panis collide. De La Rosa's evasive manoeuvre reached rock bottom much sooner. The Jaguar driver was in with a shout of the team's first points since Australia, but rear wing failure neuters the big cat. But his spin hides a more fundamental problem. The Frenchman was running in 6th until his Honda engine decided enough was enough. As usual, there are no such problems for Michael Schumacher. The engine decided enough was enough. Fine performance, and Coulthard prolongs the agony. To the big league, but inexperience finally gets to Davidson and takes him on a one-way trip to retirement. Davidson finds his own speed too hot to handle.
I just pushed too hard around one of the fastest corners on the track and just kicked a wheel onto the curb.
Pushing is out of the question for De La Rosa. While the English team... It's a state of affairs that's soon blown asunder. Fisichella wins the prize. Between Sato and Raikkonen saw qualifying stopped in the closing minutes. Sato had been on a flying lap, while Raikkonen was on his first. The worst sensation you can get from a World Championship car on Friday, when his Ferrari crashed into the infamous Indy wall.
I think you overestimate my power.